What it do, y'all? G Rose, Roosevelt for prayers. This is the Crypto Hour Foreign Talk, and just chilling in the foreign. It is kind of late. It's windy out tonight, man. For real, y'all probably hear some wind. But the kids are in bed, man. I have some thoughts on my mind, and a lot of people been asking me really what I thought about Opulous. So I did want to speak on that. I want to speak on a few other things as well, but pardon me. Just to jump right into the Opulous stuff, Opulous, I think, is a platform that has enormous potential, right? And, I heard somebody say, well, somebody's just going to come and do it better than them. But, I mean, you're taking somebody like Lee Parsons, who has a track record, who has had success already. So you're not talking about like some noob, some newbie that doesn't know business. Ditto right now is still a successful company, right? And so when it comes to like lawsuits, I mean, I don't really have much to say on that, y'all, for real. I mean, I'm coming from the music business, right? Still would have a pub deal with Sony ATV, but just like, trying to do this music business thing for the past 10 years or better, lawsuits and things like that are just part of the game. Just because somebody is suing them, doesn't mean that they're guilty or they did something wrong. I'd like to think that Lee is a pretty bright guy, right? If he's not supposed to put Little Yachty on a flyer or an advertisement, I think, he would know better, unless, if we're just going to put people on just to put people on, we got a few other people better than Little Yachty that I could think of in terms of number wise, right? And that's not to be facetious, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if maybe there was a misunderstanding, you got to factor that in as well, but I'm not going to just off the top of my head think that, Lee Parsons is being malicious and was like being sneaky in putting Little Yachty on an advertisement without his consent, right? He clearly has a lot of connections being in the music business for a long time, running a successful distribution platform, right? So that's really my thoughts on that. Other than that, is it going to affect Opulous, in the immediate term as far as price and whatnot? That remains to be seen, and I can't just say that it's affecting it now because, the market is down. There's a lot going on in the world. I spoke on in my last foreign talk. So, there's a lot going on. It's can you attribute it to some of the, the price falling to that lawsuit? That's for you to do. I can't call it, y'all. But, as far as the long term, and I've always said this, being a day one investor, for the most part, Opulous is a long-term hold, fam. I mean, if you're talking about changing the music industry as a whole, it's going to take time, and it's not necessarily something, the platform doesn't have to be up tomorrow because people aren't even ready. We got to look at adoption and where we're at, right? Meek Mill just released an NFT mixtape, right? And, I was hearing people like, oh, you got to have some kind of wallet, or you got to have some, people don't even know still, for real. You and I know, but I'm talking about the general public. And so I say that to say, there's still time to build out a great platform while the general public of music consumers are adjusting to like the Web3 side of things, right? Think of like where like smartphones were in '07, right? People still getting used to apps and like, wait, I could I could do this, I could download that, and you know, but then look now, it's a normal thing, and it'll be a time where everybody has some type of crypto wallet on their phone. So when these releases are dropping, or you know, people are dropping music NFTs, it's not such a foreign concept. They got a long way to go as far as adoption. It's going to happen quick, but there's a long way to go. So I say that to say, Lee and the Opulous team don't have to rush a product out right now. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm happy that, you know, it's making progress, but this is a long-term play, fam. We're talking about changing the music industry. You know what I'm saying? What are we thinking, right? It's like, you know, it's not like some new cool video game, you know, that, you know, you're gonna have fun playing. We're talking about restructuring an entire industry, right? If we look at from vinyl to tapes to CDs to illegal downloads to legal downloads to streaming to now NFTs, it's gonna be here before we know it, but it's early in the game. And so when I think of Opulous, I'm definitely thinking of, like, you know, 2, 3, 4 or 5 years down the line. And might be wise of you to think that way as well. And as far as like the risk things, like, I'm not predicting anything. I'm not saying that it's a for sure shot that it's going to change the industry, because we never know what's going to happen. If anything we know about crypto, my dude, is crypto is very unpredictable on a week-to-week basis, bro. Very unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild. It's a whirlwind. But, you know, it should be crazy. It should be a wild roller coaster ride. Anytime you could put $1,000 into anything and potentially turn that to $100,000 or $1 million, you know, that shouldn't be an easy ride. It should be something only reserved for the people that can stomach the ride. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's really possible to see these 1,000x returns, right? Like, think about it. You know, Opulous could really be, you know, $98. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be a crazy concept. Like, if you crunch the numbers, it wouldn't be crazy. There's a 500 million supply. So, you know, when you look at $98, and that's just a number I'm throwing out there, but, you know, that's not like a crazy number. That could happen. So, you know, now when you look at if you have, like, you know, 1,000, 10,000 Opal tokens, or however many you have, however many you plan to dollar cost average to, you know, we're talking sky's the limit. I mean, if you work the numbers, you know that even like $200 isn't crazy, right? But I'm not saying that that's gonna happen, but I'm just saying you gotta have a little bit of gall, a little bit of audacity for even thinking it could happen. But it is a longer term play. And I've been getting in since 65, 67 cents. But there's a lot of people that were in that pre-sale that got in at 5 cents. And I know when I tried to get in a pre-sale, I was planning on going very big, fam. I was, you know, I was gonna go big. That's why I was really disappointed I couldn't get in, right? But you know, I've been getting in since 65, 67 cents. And you know, I would like to continue dollar cost averaging, increasing my position. Man, it's a real possibility, y'all, that, you know, it could change the way the music industry is. And also, you know, not just Opal, you know, people could look at the Opulous business model. They can kind of set the stage, blaze the trail, and then labels can conform to that as well, right? So it could happen, but they'd have the first mover advantage, and they'd have the first mover advantage with somebody who has experience when it comes to digital distribution, all right? And somebody who is into blockchain. Think about if Jimmy Iovine were to do that, he's not into blockchain, right? And so he's gonna have to hire people. He could find people, of course, but at the same time, you know, finding somebody who's coming from the music industry and is also savvy on the blockchain end, somewhat to a degree, right, with Lee. That's a hard pair to find, you know what I'm saying? Even with myself, I look at myself coming from the music industry and being like balls deep in this DeFi shit, and I'm one in a few. It's not really a lot of us out here, you know what I'm saying? We got Lou the writer, my homeboy in real life. You know, we got a couple other people. What's his name? Marquise Trails, another one. You got Money Man. But it's not like a ton of us, right? Usually when you see people like me, brothers that's, you know, coming, you know, from the struggle, coming who lived the real life, and then we start getting into like financial markets. We go from stocks and into Bitcoin. A lot of people's like Bitcoin maxis though. You know, it's rare that you get somebody like myself that, you know, go from crypto to stocks back to crypto, but really deep into some DeFi stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just say that to say, you know, Lee is rare in that sense that that he's has a proven track record in the music business, but then, you know, he's really getting deep into this crypto DeFi space and merging the two. So I take my hats off, and it's not all good, man. Like nothing has to be perfect. You know, nothing has to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. I for damn sure don't have to be perfect, and I'm not perfect. So, you know, if you believe in Opulous, continue the dollar cost average. If you don't, hey, sell, you know what I mean, and move on. You know, it just is what it is, y'all. Other than that, I wanted to just tell y'all, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I do have an announcement. We are going to be rebranding the channel name to FMTV, or Future Millionaires Television. And the Crypto Hour is still here. Everything is, of course. But see, the Crypto Hour is going to be a show on FMTV, right? Then Foreign Talk is a segment on FMTV. Crypto Hour Fireside, where I'm interviewing CEOs, developers, founders. That's a show on FMTV. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because Crypto Hour sounds like a show, right? But as far as like me being into videography, you know, I really want to maximize and bring as much content as possible. Like there's gonna be a time where, you know, I'm in a studio and I'm interviewing T.I. about, you know, cryptocurrency, or I'm interviewing whoever you could think of, right? DJ Mustard or Ty Dolla $ign. I don't know. I'm just throwing names out there. But I want to bring entertainment to the channel as well as shooting like short cryptocurrency themed movies. And so those are all things that I'm working on. It's not going to happen quickly though. You know what I'm saying? So Crypto Hour, Fireside, Foreign Talk, those are the focuses right now. But just know that we're expanding the Future Millionaires Club. That's everybody who frequents the channel regularly, the subscribers. This is definitely the Future Millionaires Club. And so I'm happy that change will take place February 15th. And it's just going to be the channel name. You're going to see the Crypto Hour every single day, sometimes twice a day, like usual. So don't trip off that, all right? Other than that, I want to thank you guys so much, and gals, for supporting the channel. I didn't even know it was gonna, you know, take off like this. And not to say that I'm at like 50,000 subscribers, but it just, even these subscribers that I have, I'm just so appreciative, because I didn't know this was gonna happen. I was just like I said, y'all, I just talk to the homies every day about crypto, right? And I just noticed they wasn't that interested for real. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, cool, yeah. So I figured, as much as I talk about crypto, I could jump on and talk to y'all about it. And that's why I love hearing from y'all in the comments, and how intelligent and, how on point that y'all are. Keeps me on point. So thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, y'all. I'm going to jump up out of here. And salute to the future millionaires. You know what time it is. G Rose, Roosevelt for Prez. This is the Crypto Hour. Foreign talk, that is. Peace.